What's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Miss, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What is going on, you guys? Now, before we get into today's mess, let's talk about what we got coming up. Now, tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not Summer House Martha's Vineyard Edition panel, okay? Which is spearheaded by my girl, Simply Sakina, and it also stars Giving You the Real Tea, El Teddy 27, Darren, as well as Busy Blue. The panel will be on Busy Blue's platform tomorrow night, okay? So make sure you guys tune in. The link is already available. He already got it out there, but it's also in the Whether You Like It or Not playlist. So if you're having trouble to find the link, just go ahead and go to the playlist, go all the way down to the bottom, and then you will see it, all right? So make sure you guys support them. This Summer House panel is amazing. They did a great job for their first episode last week, and I'm pretty sure that the great jobs will continue to happen. So make sure you support Sakina, T, L Teddy, Busy, and Darren. They're a top tier group. Make sure you guys support them, okay? So that's pretty much all that we got. So let's go ahead and get into what we're here to discuss, okay? All right, so we're here to talk about Miss Tamar Braxton. Now, Tamar was on one of the podcasts that I love and adore so much. I think it's Claude Kelly in this podcast. I think it's Phil Thorne on this podcast. Somebody by the name of Timon is on this podcast. It's called the We So Crazy podcast. We Sound Crazy podcast. Love it. So they was talking about Cowboy Carter and talking about Beyonce doing country music, okay? And they asked Tamar Braxton what was her opinion on said topic. And she talked about Cowboy Carter, she talked about Beyonce, but she also talked about some black artists that she feels shouldn't be doing country music. And it's took social media to another place. And people were suspecting some people that she may or may not be talking about. We're gonna go ahead and listen to the audio of what she actually said. And then after we hear the audio, of course, I'm gonna come back and give my opinion. You guys leave y'all's down below. Let's get into it, y'all.
So Tamar, Cowboy Carter came out some weeks back, Beyonce's new album. What do you think about her moving the country?
I knew you guys were going to ask me about that.
Did you?
I did. I did. I think that black country is so necessary. I'm so
I
happy
agree.
that people with talent who can actually sing country music that are black people are finally getting the recognition they
Agreed.
deserve. That's what I think.
And she's a Texas girl. She's country.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I just really appreciate Beyonce for opening the door for all the other black artists that has, rode that wave behind the floodgates.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just really appreciative for her.
Agreed.
That's awesome.
These people can really sing. They're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
What's that one black guy who could sing? Like he sings so low.
Tony.
Tony Evans Jr.
He's on the show.
Yeah.
Man, I really appreciate his artistry, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure
great.
he'd be good. He'd be happy to hear that.
It's true.
Yeah.
I started following him because just to hear him sing, that thing is sing.
Yeah.
It's also another black. It's like two black girls I like. One little brown skinned little girl.
That's Tanner, right?
That's her real name, Tanner.
I think so.
Right.
But keep going.
And then there's another girl who kind of looked like the Beyonce campaign.
I know
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
can't remember her name, but yeah.
She's talented too.
We'll figure it out.
But I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
like it because it was a couple of people who should not have been singing country black music that was awful. And it was concerning for me.
Care to mention a few?
No, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. It just didn't sound good.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure if you're going to step into a new genre of music and represent us, that you gotta represent.
That'd be right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it got to be right.
Okay, so that was Tamar Braxton, and she was talking about Beyonce and country music and black country being necessary. Now, one thing that I will agree with her on is that black country music is very necessary. Black people started the genre of country music in the first place, and it was basically bombarded and taken from us, but that's a whole nother story. But the thing is, they asked her about Beyonce and how did she feel about Beyonce being the one to do it. But at the end of the very statement, while she had some points, it just felt like she took out the opportunity to shade other black artists that are, teeter-tottering into the country music game. And we all know that K Michelle was one artist that's black that's always spoken about her journey into transitioning from being an R&B soul singer to being a country artist, and which is something that K Michelle has always wanted to be. K Michelle came into this game talking about how she wanted to be a country artist and open up the floodgates for other people. Like the girl's first tape was the Judds. You know, she just performed at the CMAs with Jelly Roll and all of the other stuff. And because Tamar's history with K Michelle, the first person that everybody thought that she was talking about was K Michelle. You know what I mean? But you also have to understand as well that K Michelle is not the only black artist that's talking about doing a country album. Monica, who Tamar also has a terrible history with, is also doing a country album. So the thing about it is, who are you talking about? Why are you throwing shade? Why do you always have to go, all out to criticize another artist when you are the most sensitive mother we've ever seen in this industry? See, this is the reason why I don't like Tamar. Now, I'm going to be fair and I'm going to say that we really don't know if she was shading K Michelle or Monica or not. We really don't know. But because we've seen what she does and what her behavior gives in the past, it's easy to believe that she is shading them. And what I want to say is, if you are shading K Michelle, I just want it to be known that if K Michelle come back and drag her ass, okay, and dog walk her ass as she's done in the past, I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear nobody saying that Kate Michelle is a bully. I don't want to hear none of that, because at the end of the day, all she had to do was keep this whole thing about her and her opinion about Beyonce doing country. You did not have to go out of your way and talk about what other country artists are doing and how you felt like it was concerning and awful. It just sounds so much. I just feel like every time Tamar opens up her mouth, it's all about hateration, holleration in this dancery. Like that's all she ever does. And even when I was on the neighborhood talk yesterday, and I said in the comments, I said she's a hater. And then of course it's always somebody, some idiot that watches my videos and don't never say nothing, talking about, well, of course you would know because you hate on Tamar all the time. Baby, Tamar's career is nothing that I'm hating on. She has a great moderate success. That's absolutely lovely, but I want more than that for myself. She ain't got nothing that I want. Okay, let's just be honest. But we gotta call a spade a spade. Tamar is a fucking hater. And I just feel like at the end of the day, she's always, and the sad part about it is, as much as I cannot stand her and I feel like her attitude is just disgusting, honestly, I just really think that Tamar is a talented artist. She's one of the better R&B singers that we've had over the last couple of years. Back in 2013, when she dropped her first album, Love and War, although I did not care for the album as a whole, but it was great to see real R&B music actually make an impact. And Love and War definitely made an impact. And at some point, K Michelle and Tamar were, in my humble opinion, the two premier artists of the 2010s, especially the early 2010s. K Michelle and Tamar were running shit. Okay. We just got to be honest. And they were on reality shows. Tamar was on Braxton Family Values and Tamar and Vince, and K Michelle was on Love and Hip Hop. She had her own reality show. They were actually showing that these reality stars are actually talented, and they just use that reality platform as a springboard to make sure their career took off. And they did a great job with doing it. And they showed that they were really talented and they were not gimmicks. So at the end of the day, I can give Tamar that. But I think that her career could have been so much bigger and better if her attitude was not what it was. And that's just the bottom line of the situation. Like, fuck all that. Like, I'm not here for it. I don't like it. And I just think that you could give a person props without trying to throw shade at the next person. That's the only thing that I gotta say about that. Like, for real, for real. Like, I don't like that. I think that is crazy. And girl, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a music, like, that's just like me, being asked about other YouTubers and shit like that, being that I've been in this game for a long time. And you know what? That's something that me, Bunny, and Rox was talking about, how we were very thankful that we're still able to do our thing in the YouTube industry for so long. And it's been like 14 years for us already. And that's just like me coming out, giving people props that I like on YouTube, and then turning around and shading the next person for what their work is on YouTube. I would never fucking do that. Yeah, there are some YouTubers that I'm like, yeah, that's not my steez, or no, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit up here and do that. Just praise the people that you need to praise. But Tamar don't want to do that. But like I said, if K Michelle come through and dog walk her ass, I don't want to hear nobody saying nothing. That's all I got on that. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and pay some bills before we get up out of here. So first things first, my friend and my big brother, Tremel, he has a brand new single that's coming out this week, and it is called The Everything Remix featuring Rico with the K, and it's up for pre-order right now, so make sure you guys do that. They will be performing this song today at the Boss Babe Awards, all right? So make sure you guys get that. Carl, aka K-Star, has a brand new record out called Cock Goblin, and it's available right now. And last but certainly not least, Bando Kane has a brand new single out called The Nasty Remix, honey, and it features Tay G, Alonda the Blonde, and the Hood Hoes, and it's also available now. Support all three of these artists because A, they're independent artists. Number two, they're very good people. They are near and dear to my heart. And number three, two of them being two of my closest friends, and one being the BD. All right. With that being said, you guys, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with the promo from King Darius Books, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.
What's up, everyone? It is Darius asking you to check out my newest children's book, DJ Stands on Business. Follow along as 5 friends who are entrepreneurs by the name of Pixel, Raven, a dynamic duo we can learn, and a children's book author named DJ use their entrepreneurial spirit to save money to go on a trip to Mexico. So follow along as children can learn about terms that teach them about entrepreneurship and give them the opportunity to open up the world in the adventures of friendship and entrepreneurship. You can check out my children's book, DJ Stands on Business, as well as DJ's Favorite Day and Twinkle Little Star at www.kingdariusbooks.com.